Hi, welcome to architectsfordesign.com. In this video, we shall discuss in detail about process or procedure of building a house in Bangalore. If you are planning to build a new house, then this video would be very informative, as we discuss in detail about the process of house construction in Bangalore, right from site selection, hiring architects and contractors, till the completion of house construction. So do watch this video till the end, as it covers all details. At Architects for Design, we offer architecture and construction services in Bangalore. We take up complete turnkey house construction in Bangalore, starting at just rupees 1800 per square feet onwards. Here are few of our completed projects at present as of 2022. The current house construction cost in Bangalore for building rental houses starts from rupees 1800 per square feet onwards, and for independent duplex house construction, it starts from upwards of rupees 2100 per square feet. If you have a site in Bangalore and searching for architects or building contractors for construction of your dream house, then please call us or visit our website for further details. Selecting the right site or plot for building the house in Bangalore. Procedure or process of building a house in Bangalore. There are several factors or decisions that one must consider while planning to build a house in Bangalore or understanding the house construction process in Bangalore. One of the many obstacles one faces while building house in Bangalore is site selection, budget allotment, hiring architects and building contractors, project supervision, selection of construction materials to project handover. Location of the site. The site location is one of the most considered factors because the surrounding affect the owners directly or indirectly. Another thing that the buyer should note is that the soil condition is present in the location. It would be advisable to consider architect suggestions or opinions to suggest the site dimension, facing, site orientation, etc. as per your requirements. A site should be well located near basic needs or necessities like schools, hospitals, parks, playgrounds, supermarkets, medical stores, and other daily essentials. A good architect can also guide you in selecting the plot or site. Below are the few factors that one should keep in mind while selecting or buying a new plot or site for new house construction in Bangalore. Site dimensions: 20 by 30, 30 by 40, 40 by 60, 50 by 80. There are different site dimensions possible like 20 by 30 or 600 square feet, 30 by 40 or 1200 square feet, 40 by 60 or 2400 square feet, 50 by 80 or 4000 square feet or larger sites. Such plots are approved by BDA, BMRDA, KIDB, BBMP, Gram Panchayat and other revenue or BKata sites, which are not DC converted or unapproved layouts. Plot or site cost in Bangalore. The site cost varies depending on the prime location or how close it's located to the city center. Some of the prime locations trending today are HSR layout, BTM layout, Jayanagar, Indiranagar, JP Nagar, Kormangla, Sanjay Nagar, Sarjapur Road, Banerghatta Road, Hosur Road, Kankapura Road, etc. The current going rates in these areas varies from rupees 2500 per square feet city outskirts to upwards of rupees 1500 per square feet in prime locations. Below is a rough budget that you can keep aside for site purchase in Bangalore. Rupees 35 lakhs to rupees 70 lakhs for a 20 by 30 site. Rupees 65 lakhs to 1.6 crore for 30 by 40 site. Rupees 90 lakhs to rupees 2.2 crore for 40 by 60 site. Rupees 2 crore to rupees 3 crore for a 50 by 80 site. Easy access to essential services and existing roads. While buying a new plot for building a new house in Bangalore in a sparsely populated area, one needs to consider how and when the necessary things will be provided to their home. The essential services are public transport services, power and gas connections, but they also comprise sewage pipes, water supply, broadband internet, and even electricity. Nature of soil. The reactivity of soil is one of the significant factors that should be considered by the buyer while buying the plot. The ground should have good compression strength so that one can quickly build a G+3 structure. One can also find loose soil, which generally requires more steel and more reinforcement for a structural engineer. One has to ensure that the plot shouldn't have any. Planning the budget required for house construction in Bangalore. One has to plan the required budget for house construction in Bangalore under the architect's guidance. This is the second most crucial factor one needs to consider while budgeting a project. Key parameters to consider while planning the budget of a house. Phases in the cost planning process. The procedure of planning the budget for building the house in Bangalore comprises three major stages. First, it starts with establishing a realistic first estimate called the preliminary approximate estimation process. The next crucial step is to estimate the construction cost and prepare detailed bill of quantities which be required to get quotes from different contractors to execute the work. The client or owner should adequately plan the budget required with the help of architects. An accurate house construction budget helps prepare all of the construction works and costs well in advance, and an architect can also plan the project timeframes well in advance. Architects ensure that The exact design details for the various design elements can be built within the estimated cost plan, often called the cost checking phase. Cash flow plan. Architect's role in budget planning is essential as he provides the basic stages required for the cash flow plan. Along with the cash flow plan, budget planning must allocate the expenditure and income to each client's financial year. Based on the stated inflation forecast, the assigned expenses should be given at stated base data level and outturn levels. Additional features by analyzing the budget plan. With the help of budget planning, the client gets a basis to evaluate different projects assortment. Also, one can get an advantage of a balanced expenditure distribution among various project parts. The budget planning specifies the proposed estimate given by architects and improve the quality and performance, but there is quite less possibility of codicil invoice of necessary quantities. Hence, the budget planning will help the owner or client get ensured on project cost. Once a realistic estimate is agreed upon between the parties, everything that follows up starts from finding a good building contractor to tender the final project cost. Many clients decide or think to design their homes independently, which negatively affects them in the long run. It is quite challenging for some to decide between hiring architects or getting the design work by themselves. While the ones who think that hiring architects are not essential should consider factors like local bylaws, building codes, green design issues, and ensuring your dreams are realistic within the budget. Advantages of hiring an architect or professionals for a project. Professional architect planning can save time and money. Most clients who do not hire residential architects in Bangalore and decide to design their homes independently and might not know various things. Some of them include how the structural choices impact installing the mechanical system, substitutes for various construction materials, and comparatively cheaper technologies. A skilled professional like an architect or structural engineers or experienced team will have the best knowledge of building science, would get the building projects through which the minimum number of revisions, and each revision requires a lot of time. Hence, hiring architects in Bangalore will help save time and money during house construction, as the architect will coordinate with various contractors and choose the right construction materials within the given budget. Professional guidance. Suppose the client or owner of the home is having particular problems with the building contractors on their project. In that case, it will return into monotonous work to verify that they correctly carry out the drawing's content. Architects play a crucial role in managing and appointing various other subcontractors in the process, ensuring that the project completes on time without compromising the construction quality. One might face some problems concerning quality of construction, not utilizing the right construction materials of approved make, and not following drawings given by architect or engineers. Hence, one of the significant factors in hiring a professional team with a broad knowledge in the construction field, it is hard to know where the responsibility of an architect or a contractor ends and begins. Easy access to other skilled pros. Hiring professionals welcomes bundles of pros to the project, from choosing the right skilled structural engineers, painters, plumbers, electricians, skilled workers, floor layers, building contractors, labor contractors, etc. An experienced team of architects will have the right network of skilled contractors in all civil works to help the owner get their job done within the planned budget. Hence, the most critical benefit is time saving is worth every penny. As said that architects cannot force people to connect. It can only plan the crossing points, remove barriers, and make the meeting places useful and attractive. Finalizing house plans or floor plans as per requirements. It's important to finalize the house plans or floor plans given by architects, which will be as per the owner or client's requirement. Requirements to be reflected on the floor plan. After reviewing all the planning factors fulfilled based on the given conditions, the client finally approves the final floor plans in order to prepare detailed site working drawings presented by the architects. The significant factors that should be reflected in the house plans or floor plans are the measurements with room size dimensions, positions of areas. Some areas are living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, bathrooms, puja room, kitchen, utility, entrance, car parkings, and other elements. Architects prepare all the needed schematic floor plans, 2D and 3D elevation plans, interior layouts, and making the required changes until the client or owner approves the concept. Planning as per bylaws. Architects will consider the width of the road, site location, soil condition, current bylaws for plan sanction, floor area ratio possibilities from BDA, BBMP, BMRDA, Gram Panchayats, etc. and propose the initial concept plans. The plan shouldn't comprise land use zoning and the provision of adequate circulation and parking areas. The site plan or floor plan should be within the guidelines set by the authority like BBMP, BDA, BMRDA. In addition, the owner should understand the floor area ratio possibilities and the possible penalties for building violations. Orientation of house. The finalizing procedure of the final floor plan given or proposed by the architects should consist of the home's direction. The orientation of the house should be in the context of climatic factors. The climatic factor should comprise maximum airflow through the house's windows and minimize the solar heat gained by staggering the houses about each other and orienting them on east-west axis. Discussion on floor plans. The essential part of finalizing the floor plan is consulting or discussing with the family members and considering the planning. Architects based in Bangalore also examine the layout of the project and the house designs for the proposed home to see if they fulfill all the requirements set down by the client. The client will be presented with some alternative floor layouts so that the most suitable architectural floor plan can be chosen or finalized. Hence, finalizing the floor plan is vital in making allowance for existing facilities and designing the structural, architectural working drawings, etc. Designing 2D or 3D interior layout for final floor plans. While designing residential houses with the help of architects and other designing professionals, one of the most challenging tasks is to create drawings that can convey the proposed interior design ideas in a 2D and 3D layout drawing presentation. Importance of getting 2D and 3D view. In this competitive market, the architects need to make sure that all the strategic decisions taken at every step of designing would keep the client's cost down and deliver quality design work that would stand out uniquely in the crowd. Getting 2D interior layout. Making a 2D design is nothing but a two-dimensional view showing all the measurements, room names and sizes, followed by creating high-resolution output and personalizing the colors and branding. Hence the 2D structure is ready. And architectural 2D and 3D drawings help the client understand the positions of furniture and fixtures like the sofa, center table, coffee table, cots, wardrobes, dressing table, side tables, chairs, dining table, kitchen layouts, computer table, etc. Getting 3D interior layout. After finalizing the final floor plan with the basic 2D interior layout given by the skilled professionals, they are followed by proposing design concepts for the flooring, walls, and ceiling materials. Finally, after the decorative part is done, furnish the design accordingly. Lastly, architects need to create a 3D realistic photo and view the model in live 3D. Hence, visualizing the 3D structure becomes easier. Designing 3D building elevation for final house plans. Architects propose 3D elevation design based on the final house plans or floor plans, which shows the building facade's actual realistic view, that is front view, including the color combination, compound, balcony, cladding materials, doors, windows, gates, railing concepts, cladding design, etc. Architects charges extra for creating a 3D view concept from the final house designs will cost anywhere upwards of rupees 25,000 for a realistic render. There are different kinds of 3D opinions like day view, night view, aerial view, warm side view, street view, etc. Different 3D views and the advantages of getting 3D building elevation done. Realistic 3D elevation in day view. The 3D elevation of a residential building proposed by the architects provides the practical concept for visualizing one's dream house even before it is constructed, saving time, money, altering and enhancing unwanted areas of their aesthetics. A 3D day view of the building concept helps a client visually imagine his home, which shows all the simple aspects. Some of the details shown are the concept, colors, textures, cladding, compound, gates, French windows, construction material details. Many other things help the client get the required changes in the initial design phase rather than getting it done while the building is under construction. The 3D elevation concept view can be done for residential bungalows, rental homes, villas, row house, master plan, etc. Realistic 3D elevation in night view. A night view proposed by architects generally helps the client to visualize the 3D aspects of the interiors as well as the exteriors along with the actual proposed light fixtures in the interior walls as well as on the surfaces such as the compound, gates, landscaping, front facade, building night view, etc. It also helps the architect shows the client sufficient illumination. If not, one can rework the concept again. Usually at night, the home's picturesque views look even more breathtakingly amazing when designed with suitable external lighting arrangements with the opposite light points implementation. One can see the position of all electrical light fittings on the building and landscape. Worm's eye view. A worm's eye view generally a 3D concept generated concerning a worm's perspective of the building or object. The view shows the bottom to top visual idea which a longer or front view cannot capture. A worm's eye view is suitable option for narrow concepts such as villas, master plan, apartment complexes, row houses, malls, column views, facade views, etc. Aerial view. Also, the aerial eye view proves to be quite beneficial while viewing the elevation of the 3D design. Envisaging a 3D aerial view from a high altitude or top view of the entire master plan would help the client to see vast area surroundings, including the proposed landscaping concept around the project, which can be either a township or an individual bungalow. The view reveals a comprehensive and detailed picture of the architectural proposed designs, exterior parts such as play areas, clubhouse, park, parking lots, swimming pool, jogging track, pathway, etc. Hence, getting an elevation of a building in 3D views is beneficial. Each small design can be seen and rectified if needed before the construction, which helps the contractor work on the site and implement the project in reality as per the final building 3D view. Soil test to know the soil bearing capacity on the proposed site. It's the soil's bearing capacity, which bears the structure's entire structural load. It's calculated as the maximum contact average pressure between the ground and the foundation. Procedure to measure the soil bearing capacity. One needs to excavate or dig the required depth at the proposed site confirmed by the architects. Next, the soil bearing capacity test need to be done, after which a solid square or solid ball of pre-recorded weight and dimension should be noted and then drop multiple times from a prefixed height to the pit bottom surface. Then one needs to get down into the pit to measure the solid object's average depth and record the impression's mean depth. Also, one needs to keep the hired architects for the project in the loop about the site soils bearing capacity report. How to calculate soil bearing capacity? Load bearing capacities of various types of soils or rocks. The table below shows the soil bearing capacities with values for different soil conditions on site. Based on the values found by soil testing report, the structural engineer will design the structure accordingly. What is meant by factor of safety? The safety factor should be that it varies from 2 to 3 depending upon the type of structure and the site condition. Also, to get most reliable test results, one should perform this test on antithetic kinds of soils and use their judgment before reaching any conclusion. Lastly, one should always remember that instead of using solid steel ball or the square cube, one can also use CBR test plunger or the cone. Preparation of architectural or structural drawings. The primary advantage of having detailed working drawings prepared by the architects and structural engineers, which help the project be built as per concept in the process. The contractor also avoid mistakes, reducing the redo works. Various forms of architectural or structural drawings areas are listed below. Working drawings prepared as per scale. All these details given by the architects are required at the construction site, which needs to be followed by all civil contractors and subcontractors like plumbers, electricians, flooring layers, fabricators, labor contractors, centering workers, etc. Generally, all practical details are designed on the antithetic scale at 1 by 4 per feet, and a 1-inch line drawn is equal to 4 feet. Similarly, based on this scale, a 4-inch line equals to 16 feet. The hired architects prepare all detailed architectural drawings. Architectural working drawings. Architectural working drawings are drawings prepared by professional architects for residential or commercial projects. These drawings contain detailed design symbols that will make it easier or familiar with all the different contractors to understand the given dimensions like height, width, span, projections, niches, etc. Ensure that the contractors works under the architect's guidance, providing all supporting all required architectural working drawings. After freezing the residential house plans and building elevation design, one needs to have all the required drawings from the appointed architects. The concept drawings given by the hired Bangalore architects show the rooms, windows, doors, entrance, concept view, etc. But to execute the same on the site, one needs to have working details. For example, in a window, one needs to know its height, width, grill design, material, thickness, shutter, etc. These working architecture details helps one execute the project precisely. Some of the architectural working drawings given by top architects in Bangalore at the confirmation of house plans are civil work details, electrical, plumbing, staircase, cladding, flooring pattern, wall detailing, 2D working interior layout, windows, doors, main door, landscaping, entrance, parking, etc. Structural working drawings. Once the concept given by the architects are approved, the next step is to prepare structural drawings that are prepared by a qualified structural engineer who plans out the columns and beams layout design for the proposed, approved final plan. These drawings include foundation drawings, footings, beams, plinth beam, slab reinforcement, slab projection details, staircase steel reinforcement, and many other related structural drawings. A structural engineer has to work with the architect so the structural drawings are at the sync with all the related architectural details, so the project executes as per the proposed plan and elevation design. Hence, a complete set of home designs mainly comprises floor plans, sections, elevations, and details, which when pictured together in one frame from the detailed picture of entire home. Choosing brick or concrete solid blocks for building construction. What is brick? Bricks are rectangular blocks made of clay, shale, slate, concrete, calcium silicate, or stone. Bricks are made by first blending the sand and water, followed by pressing the earth into steel molds and heating the mixture at high temperature of about 1000 degrees Celsius, maintaining the brick strength. Other options include wire cut bricks, compressed earth blocks, laterite stones, etc. These can be implemented in eco-friendly building design. However, it's advised to get suggestions from your architects on what construction material that needs to be used for the project. What is a concrete solid block? A block is made from concrete blocks used as partitions in interior applications, walls, compounds, temporary structures, and exterior applications. It can also be used as a structural component of the home. Difference between bricks and cement-based solid blocks. Although both the bricks and the blocks are durable and fire-resistant, insect-proof building materials also have dissimilarities. Therefore, when one decides to build a new house in Bangalore, it's highly recommended to know its pros and cons. By insulation value, the insulation value or the primary brick walls, R value is about 0.2 per square inch, while the solid concrete blocks are about 2.5 per square inch. Therefore, many homes in Bangalore built from the bricks have better insulation values than the other solid block built buildings. By strength, both the bricks and the blocks are strong enough to be used, but their real strength is majorly affected by the type and the quality of mortar that holds them together. According to one survey, all the blocks should have a minimum compression strength of at least 1900 pounds per square inch if intended for home construction. Yet many denser blocks are much more durable than this. Also, the researchers have proved that the average concrete block can withstand 3500 pounds per square inch. By cost, the bricks and the solid blocks are both almost equal expensive. According to the current cost of 2022, one single clay brick or wire cut bricks cost rupees 8 to rupees 10 per piece, while an 8-inch solid concrete block costs rupees 35 to rupees 55 per block. Most of the time, the labor charges brings up the wall prices more significantly when compared to the actual material cost. As house architects, one needs to keep in mind that traditional brick masonry requires more skill when compared to concrete masonry, and hence is quite challenging to be done on their own. Choosing natural sand or manufactured sand. Natural sand, also called the natural river sand, was considered the cheapest resource of sand. But the expensive mining of riverbed to meet the ever-increasing demand for the sand in the construction industry may lead to an ecological imbalance in the country. While the sand is available today, the riverbed is coarse and contains very high silt and clay percentages. Due to an ever-increasing urban population that has created a high demand for housing in urban city like Bangalore, there is a vast difference between the demand and supply of natural sand, leading to contamination with clay and silt. Differences between natural sand and M sand. Shape and color. Natural river sand is light brownish compared to M sand gray in color. But both the sands do differ from each other concerning the shape of the particle. The shape of the manufactured sand is cubical, while the natural river sand has a flaky form. Manufacturing process. Any material's manufacturing process depends on its stability, reliability, cost, shape, size, and many other factors. The same is true for the antithetic form of sand. The manufactured sand is prepared with international technology controlled by the manufacturing process through the imported machines, while the natural river sand is natural. The natural river sand has no controlled manufacturing process because the byproduct of the stone crusher obtains it. Suitability for concreting. The building contractors bring the construction materials to be used to build the house. The client or owner and the builder must know about the right sand to better suit the concrete. The manufactured sand is recommended for concrete works and civil masonry works worldwide by many renowned construction technologists, while the natural river sand is not as recommended as manufactured sand for use in concrete and masonry works. The river sand does not seem proper to be the perfect quality for concrete use. This is the end of part 1 of the process or procedure of building a house in Bangalore. For part 2, visit the link in the description box below.